All right, we are back from a long weekend. No, not a long weekend. Back from the weekend, and we got a rant queued up. A relevant rant. Because I want this to speak directly to you so that you know you can stop changing your routine, meaning going away somewhere, whether it's for part of a day, a night, 2 nights, 3 nights, a full-blown vacation, any form of a change in routine. You can do that and not be thrown completely out of whack, okay? How many times do you change your routine? Again, go away, break from whatever it is, your routine changed, okay? And you suddenly can't bounce back. This is video 2 where we are on this topic, because we're going to throw a little more context into it. We're going to build off the first video. So if you haven't watched the first one, check that rant out. But we're going to go into detail as to why it's so easy to get out of routine and make that part of the routine so that you're actually not thrown out of whack when you return to routine, right? So make getting out of routine part of the routine and the ability to go in and out of it and do something that changes up your weekly schedule. And not return and need 1, 2, 3, 4 days to bounce back. 4 days. Some people they take a whole week and they're still saying, oh man, I'm still, getting back into schedule. I'm still tired from X, Y, and Z. I'm still catching up from X, Y, and Z. How many people do that? It's so common. It's like you're given some mental excuse, you think, that if you were to go away or do something different for, say, just a weekend even, never mind going for a week, that it gives you a free pass to just suck for a week after and take your time getting back into it. Well, guess what? You just lost a week. And now you're rebuilding because you threw yourself off track so much. Stop doing that. I used to do it every time I would do something and change my routine. Every single time I would come back and I need a couple days to bounce back. Maybe some categories I can bounce back more quickly or harder than in others, but never all of them, as if the routine was to expect something different in the routine, okay? I used to come back hungover, needing to catch up on work, not able to dive back into the workouts, but needing a few days to build back up. My steam was all let out. My momentum was all gone. My endurance and cardio felt like I hadn't done anything in weeks, right? You know this feeling. It sucks. It makes you regret having gone away or seen a change in your routine. Again, even if it's just a half of a day, that's a different thing from the norm, right? And that literally sucks because it makes you feel off. It makes you feel like, oh, I hate going away. Or I hate having to do X, Y, and Z. It always throws me off. So stop letting it. It's so simple. When I was going away and drinking my brains out, not caring about what I ate, really lacking on being into fitness at all while away, within reason now, but all of those things would just have me so thrown off, right? I'm most focused on catching up at work, right? That takes the top priority. Then I'm trying to get back into the swing of the workouts. And then I'm trying to fix my stomach because it's an absolute shambles over all the crap that I ate and drank for 48 hours even, just call it, right? It sucks. It always was brutal. And then if you're continuing to do things each weekend, especially in the summer where your routine is out of norm, you're doing it all over again. So you just spent 5 days trying to get back on track only to then get thrown off again, right? Again, literally sucks. I hated doing that. And I still kept doing it though, right? How many times you bounce back from it and you've like recharged that you're cool with doing it again to yourself. And then it sucks again. And then you've recharged and you're like, it's all good. I'll deal with it when I get back. And then you deal with it and you're like, why did I deal with it again? We just need to stop doing that to ourselves. But it's like, well, I don't want to compromise having fun and taking advantage of the time away and all. Yeah, no shit, obviously. But again, it's still doable. We just need to understand our priorities and be a little bit more disciplined with our planning and our scheduling so that we can set ourselves up for success versus failure. We basically need to give ourselves an alley-oop or an assist so that we could score, right? So instead of just blindly going into it, all we have to do is think about it a little bit. Measure it out. Where am I going? What am I doing? How am I doing it? What's the effect on what I can and can't eat? How much drinking may there or may not there be? Is there any opportunity for a quick workout in any capacity, whatever it is? Or have I earned a complete day off, right? A complete rest day, a cheat meal, whatever it is, right? Plan it out so that you don't drain yourself and return a hungover piece of shit. So let's recap quick on this past weekend, because again, this is super relevant because I just went away for not even 48 hours, but a quick trip where, again, because this has been my theme this summer, staying on routine as the routine may be changed up, right? So making any change in routine simply just part of the routine. So relevant in the summer. So before, like I said, it was always a mess coming back and it sucked. Work, workouts, stomach. Some people might even have the scaries and anxiety. It's stressful. It's annoying. You're spending your whole week bouncing back, trying to scavenge for any gains that you just threw out the window, right? And that goes in anything, not just fitness gains. But I couldn't deal with doing that anymore. When you have a kid or kids, they don't care about your need to bounce back. When you have high demands at work, doesn't care if you need to bounce back. When you want to or need to perform in the gym, the workout doesn't care that you need to bounce back. You're just going to be shitty at it, right? Still there waiting, expecting you to crush it. So we need to measure out our days that we're away in blocks almost, right? So if you know that you're going to be doing X, Y, and Z that might involve drinking, how do you prepare for it? Does that mean you drink slower? You need to know yourself too. If you're the type of person that once it starts flowing, it flows, it gushes, you need to know that about yourself. If you're not, then maybe this isn't even relevant to your weekend. But you need to prepare for it. So maybe you're not having as many drinks and you're spacing them out. Or maybe you're drinking and at a certain point in time, you're saying, I'm going to stop, right? I'm done drinking by X time because then I will have more time to recover from it. So by the time I wake up the next day, I don't even feel it. You don't even feel like shit. You have no hangover. Maybe you have a slight difference in how you would feel if you didn't have anything to drink. But that makes a huge difference versus staying up and drinking till 12, 1, 2, 3, right? Huge difference. You can even be awake that late. And if you had stopped drinking, you'd at least feel better, right? It might sound like it's not as fun, but if you don't want to destroy yourself, these are the changes in the discipline that you need to have. And it's not that bad, okay? I spent the entire weekend monitoring the times that any drinking might occur, right? So if there was going to be any day drinking, that meant the drinking was going to end early. If there was not going to be any day drinking, that meant prioritizing drinking where it felt like it would fit best. So going out to dinner and having after dinner cocktails with friends socially, which is a rare occasion for me, so I allowed it for myself. Not up all night drinking, not having 100 drinks, but simply measuring it out so that I was either done at a specific time or only had so many drinks, or both. And guess what? Woke up and ran the first morning, woke up and we packed up and got out the second morning. No issues. So no hangover bounce back needed. Check that off. Sounds simple because it is simple, but it's hard to do. Only the true savages can actually get away with having the discipline to implement this and to complete it successfully. I believe you can do it. If you need a little guidance and help with it, that's not something to be ashamed of. Run with it. And no one else has to know that you're implementing this schedule and strategy. Let them worry about their own drinking. You worry about yours. You can still be there and have a good time, okay? Don't need to worry about being monitored. And if your friends are monitoring, They need their own reality check. Send them this way. Send them this video. Now the food, right? If you're going to be away, you want to enjoy good food. No shit. Me too. I love food. I love going out to dinner. For my friends and my family, that's always been our thing, is going out to dinner. That's our social excitement, right? Know where you might be going and what your options may be, and know where you should be splurging, indulging, or cheating, and where you can try to do better, right? So if you're going somewhere where they might have fish or steak or something, why wouldn't you get that instead of getting the fried clams or the fried fish, right? If you can get something that's grilled or baked, that's better. And it's still good. It tastes really good. And then it's just better for you. You won't feel as shitty, right? So be conscious of those options. Then, on top of that, can you mix in any of your on-track food guide, right? So reference the food guide from the Health for Hustlers program. If you're not on it yet, let me know. But the food guide, where can you fit that in? Can you bring some food with you for, say, like breakfast and lunch? Because usually that's easier to fit that type of stuff in versus when you go out to dinner, right? And that's where you can kind of stay on your track and then splurge and indulge for dinner. So can you bring your own stuff? Is there, say, a Whole Foods, because you know that that food guide program is linking directly to it for a quick, easy purchase, pickup, delivery as soon as you arrive on your vacation or wherever you're going or your time off, right? So can you immediately have that stuff available for you so that, again, a portion of the time can at least be spent staying on track versus completely throwing it out the window? If you can do that, it goes a long way. And yeah, that might mean you're making yourself some food on vacation and stuff. Sorry, it's all good. I know maybe you want to go out to eat and be served all weekend long and waited on, but if you're going to commit to making sure you don't destroy yourself, that might be an important aspect to it, right? So how does that fit in? Check that off the box. Then just simply, again, knowing that fitness might either not be capable or possible or in your typical manner and fashion not available, right? So can you go for a run? Can you do some push-ups and sit-ups? Is there a hotel gym? If you can mix something in some capacity, even if it's just once and not every single day, that'll help. You'll feel good about yourself. Honestly, it gives you a boost for your vacation, right? You feel ready to go. You feel like the man. So if you can fit that type of stuff in, or even just the activities that you might be doing are active activities that, hey, I might not be bench pressing today, but we swam, or we went for a walk, or a hike, or whatever it might be, right? Implementing that type of stuff is a great alternative and still having a good time, engaging in unique, fun activities that would be subject to only going away. Something crazy. Someone almost only going away, right? So it's like, all right, well, I want to have fun. Yes. So you can still do those things and feel good about it, right? Are you able to get some sun? Are you able to relax? Are you able to have a nice, quiet morning? These things make it feel like you're on vacation and you don't feel like you're draining yourself. So the goal is to just not completely empty yourself when you have a 48-hour window of time so that you got nothing left in the tank. And then when you show up, your bounce back sucks and it takes days to get back into routine and back into action and be feeling just okay again. So this is the type of stuff that if you're able to get on top of it, it will go a long way. I'm telling you. So let me now continue to push through my weekend. I was able to implement all this stuff between the food, the drinking, exercise. I feel great. Again, normally I would feel like shit and I'd come home and I'd be like, I can't wait to lay down and put on a movie and just do nothing for the rest of my Sunday. Yeah, that mindset kind of sucks, huh? That's like, you're just going to do nothing, vegetate. I don't know, man. I feel like a loser doing that. But here I am. It's 2:00. Just showed up at All Else Fit Club. So we're going to check in at work. Feel totally fine and great doing it. Might even go on the stairs. Make sure everything's good here. Be prepared for a whole new week of work so that I'm not slammed tomorrow trying to catch up on things, trying to get on top of things that I could have spaced out better. And that's how I'm just simply flowing right back into the routine and keeping non-routine part of the routine. Easy. Guys, if you need help with this and you want your time to be spent like that, where you feel good that you've gone away and you still had fun and a good time and you still crushed it, but you're still a savage as soon as you get home, and you don't feel like a piece of shit when you get home that needs to claw back to being a savage. Hit me the F up. It's so easy. The food guide, it hooks you up on the go and at home. It can be applicable in any scenario. Then we talk about your mindset, your discipline, your strategies, your workouts. How do you prepare? Hey, if you're going away or you're going to be doing something out of routine, let's prepare you for it. Let's talk about what your breakdown is, those blocks of time. Let's go. It's so easy. I'm so sick of listening to everybody saying, oh, I feel like shit like this, that. It's taken me a few days, when I did the same thing and figured out how to stop doing it. So stop saying it to me when you know that I figured out how to do it and you're just like beating around the bush at me. Let's fix it for you. Let's fix it for you, man. Let's go. With all else going on in life, stay fit. Let's get to work now.